Real quick before we get into the video, been hanging out with a bunch of my buddies and we kind of came up with the DA stand-ups. That's kind of our little group that rides together and all that. So go check them out on Instagram and give us a follow on that. We're trying to start posting some more stuff and them kind of post some things as well. So go check it out. But we're thinking about doing somewhat of like a clothing line, maybe not a clothing line, but just a few options if somebody wants to do it. I'm going to do a few other things for my specific channel as well, but this was kind of the first thing that we did. But as you can see, we got that on the front, and then on the back, this is kind of the other thing. It's Degenerates. But yeah, it's DA stand-ups. If you get it, you get it. Yeah, let me know if that's something y'all might be interested in. And we might put some stuff out and all that. Like I said, I got to come up with some designs and all that for myself and the channel and everything. But all right, well, let's get into it. Well, if y'all been following the channel, you know I have the Super Freak and I have the Revolver. And right now, the Super Freak has a 718 fully built motor. It's got a Paul Lear top end on it and everything, fully ported. Got the power factor lay down pipe set up in here. So it's, you know, every mod you can think of. And then obviously the S1 came with a fully built 760, the bone chamber and all that. So I have kind of made my mind up. Y'all let me know kind of what you're thinking. I kind of put a little feeler out there and some people have kind of already guessed what I'm going to do. But I'm going to pull this motor. And I'm going to put this motor in this ski. So then I've got an empty spot right here for something. And this is what I have got. Ended up getting a hold of a JSN 964. So I'm going to put the JSN 964 in the Revolver. So also already got the intake and everything for the carbs. Then got the reeds and everything for it as well. Got the Zill I've got to take back to Paul and have him reprogram because I had him program it for the 760 other motor that I had in the ski. So yep, we are going with a JSN 964 in the Revolver. So that's my plan. Obviously you can tell it is not a brand new one. I bought this off of Skylar. So he's upgrading to an 1100, I believe, DASA. Supposedly put about 27 hours on this motor. It does have the higher compression domes in here, 50-50 mix of race gas. I did get the stock head as well with the stock domes. I'm not sure if I can pull this off and just swap the domes with the ones that are stock, because I think I want to stick with running like 93 octane, 40-to-1 mix. That way I can kind of have the same mix for all my skis. But that's kind of where I'm at right now on that decision. So let me know what y'all think, and let me know if there's anything that I need to look into on top of all the things that I've kind of talked about for this motor. So as y'all can kind of tell what I'm thinking, I'm going to stick the 964 in here, and we'll put this 760 in the Freak, and then I'll have this spare motor left over, so I'm probably going to put it up for sale once I do the swap and everything. Hopefully I'll have that done here in a couple weeks. I've got a bunch of other things that I've got to do to make it all work, so it might be longer than 2 weeks before I do the swap. For one, I've got the 155 pump, and I'm looking for a 8/16 thin blade, a long blade cutback. It's kind of what I'm looking for right now. If you know anybody that's got one for sale that's used that wants to sell it for a decent price, let me know. If not, I might have to buy brand new, and they are not cheap, so we're not even going to talk about that. But yeah, got to get that so then I can put it back in there, realign it before I can put the motor in there. And then I've got to take the manifold to Paul and have him open it up for the exhaust ports on the 964 so it'll match up, get everything out of it. Once I've done that, Still waiting on the push flywheel. I'm putting a push flywheel on here. So I got that. And then I've got the leased on 50 mil carbs. Now this is where it's gonna get kind of weird. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I probably know what I'll end final things what I'm gonna do, but for now, I'm gonna stick the 50 mil carbs on this 760, even though it's gonna be in this ski, because it'll already be tuned and everything for this 760. So the 50 mils are gonna go on 760 that's in this motor. And then I've got some people I've been talking to, Brock for one, he's got dual 46s on his 964. So I'm gonna try to do the exact same setup that he's got in a way. The prop, motor, carbs, jets, all that. We'll try to get it the same so I'm not spending most of the beginning of the summer testing, tuning, fine tuning, figuring out what I got to do, because I don't know if there's enough information out there right now on the 50 mil carbs that Leased On has made to go with a 964. I'm going to talk to Lee again, see if he has any suggestions on the carbs and all that, what he thinks. But as of right now, that's kind of what I'm thinking. 50 mil carbs are going to go on this 760 once it goes in this motor. And then the dual 46s will go on the bigger 964 motor. I know that sounds kind of bass-backwards. You would think that you want to put the big carbs on the big motor, but I'm just trying to get to a quicker solution for riding and having fun, because I don't want to spend a long time changing jets, guessing, retuning and all that. I like to just be able to throw them in there and ride. Now, I know it still might have issues because the pumps and everything are still going to be a little different. I may end up still having to pull the 148 setback out and put a 144 12 aim. I'm not really sure. I hadn't made my mind up yet on that. We'll see once I get all the swap over and see how this pump does with that motor. But as of right now, this is where we're at. I'm still waiting on the 50 mil carbs from Leased On. Once I get those, I'm going to stick them on here, and I'm going to put a video out of what my opinion is, the difference between the dual 46s and the 50 mils that come with them now. So look forward to that. I'm gonna make a video on that. It is very cold now, so yeah, there is that. But stick around for the build video on this and some more riding videos. We'll see y'all on the next one.